Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a little bit of a break from the 6.7 Bronco, and we're going to be working on a side project, probably side project number like 8 at this point. I have no idea. I can't keep track, so. This is the newest addition to our collection. Clearly see that it's been hit and has seen better days. Looks like it got hit like right here. And the frame rails up front here are a little bit twisted. Here it's pretty much bent from here forward. So it's like flat and it swoops out some. And as soon as it swoops out, it bends that way and it should be straight completely. And it gets worse than what it looks like here, so yeah. But yeah, it's fender's obviously toast. The bumper is clearly not where it's supposed to be. And that fender's also toast, so well, it's got an engine, you know? Most of an engine. Some of the stuff's missing. It has no transmission. It was a manual, as you can see there. But you can see straight to the floor. So, is it even a manual anymore? If it doesn't have anything in here? I guess not. Other than that, well, you can see that it's kind of ripped apart. So, yeah. I have the door, but it's just not here. And a bed, and the axles are gone. So yeah, pretty much the story with this truck here. It was located and then used for its axles because it has a salvage title, clearly because it has some frame damage. This is my first truck I've ever owned that has a salvage title, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully good. I'm in New Mexico. I've heard mixed things about how that might work. But at the end of the day, I plan on keeping this truck and driving it around, so it's not going to be like some of the previous ones I've had, or still have, that I plan on selling. This will be one that stays around for a long time. So even if it does have a salvage title, I'm cool with it as long as it drives right and it looks good. So yeah. Plan with this is to fix it. We have some axles in my storage unit, some 08 axles, so we're going to 08 axle swap it, and then we're going to hopefully find some interior sort of like this. This is out of a Expedition, like a 2012 or 2013 Expedition. But I kind of want to find some front seats like this, and then maybe a back row out of either another Expedition or an F-150, F-250, something like that. And we'll put those seats in there since it clearly also doesn't have seats. I've already located a bed. It's like 200 miles from here though, so it might be a while before I get around to getting that. And then obviously needs fenders. Yep, that checks. And a hood, but we have some of that stuff over there, so yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work. I think the first thing I'm gonna do in this video is like a preliminary, see how this frame's looking. We're gonna rip this front end apart. We'll see how far we get, but I'm gonna start with pulling apart the front and getting that engine out of there and kind of seeing where we landed with this deal. So hopefully it's not complete garbage. We're about to find out though. So let's get to that. Literally balancing on that 4x4. I will say it's doing a pretty damn good job at balancing now, so that's completely by accident. whole front end apart, as you can see, and I think it's time we remove this engine. Everything's pretty much disconnected. All I had to do was take off the fuel lines, take off the power steering lines. Oh, and then the engine mounts as well underneath the nuts. Honestly, it was pretty easy without an axle in the way. I might have to remove the axle every time I take this engine out. Super easy. You can almost get them with an impact that way. But yeah, I think we're ready to go. I'd say one thing, don't forget this ground cable up here. It'll catch you every time, so let's pull her out. So after getting the engine out, we can see the extent of the damage. So at first I thought it kind of ended here and here, but it looks like it comes all the way back to about there, where you can see, like where that 4x4 is, sorta. You can see a kink under that power cord right up here. So yeah, all right about there, you can see it's got like a kink upwards, so it's bent all the way back there. And you can kind of see that this frame rail is like tilted over. Same with this one. So I contacted the local frame shop here, and they said they won't repair it. So I might try to hit up one out of town a little ways and see if they can do it. And if not, I think I'm just gonna find a front frame section, or maybe the front frame section I took off the Bronco, which is sitting in the side yard now. I might be able to cut that off and weld it onto this. It's kind of a lot of work for what the truck is, but I don't know, keeps me busy, I guess. So I'm gonna scour some of the junkyards around here and see what I can find as far as the front half of this front frame section, and see what I can do about welding it together. I guess I could use the practice, since I'm gonna have to shorten the Bronco frame anyway, cut 18 inches out of it. Yeah, if you haven't seen that video and why it's all crazy on that frame, check out the last video. Yeah, but I think that wraps it up for this one. I'm gonna be looking for a frame. I'm gonna be pulling apart that engine, seeing if it's any good. Judging by the rest of this truck, maybe not, but we'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are.